So there's this content creator who was talking about how there's some people who have their own individuality, they shine, they're talented, multi-talented, and they're more creative. They may be an artist. They use their creativity in order to make money. Sometimes that intimidates people, and people who may have like degrees, or like, they have like this high power job, they'll try to basically water down those people, turn them into like their little mini me, their little minion. And I said, oh snap, that happened to me. So I used to have this friend who was 10 years older than me. I looked at her more like a sister, and she was a psychologist, and I had to ghost her this year because I realized how toxic the relationship between her and I was, and I felt like I was going to get to the point where I was going to curse her out or hurt her whenever I came in contact with her. So through the years, in the beginning, like maybe like in my teens and my 20s, she would like give me money and do nice things for me. Be careful with taking money and gifts from these individuals, from anybody. And it started out like that. But as I got older and I got more into my individuality, I wrote a poetry book. I was a performer. I used to perform my poetry. I used to sell handmade jewelry. And I started to do more like jobs that fit my identity, where I was just shining. And I started to express myself also through my clothing, through my hair, just being more of myself, especially when I left religion. When I left religion, we were 7-day Adventists together. That was like a huge like uproar for her. That was a problem for her. And that's when all the insults started to come in. And then I had some apparel on teespring.com, and she was just like, oh, the quality of your t-shirts are not good. She was the only person that returned the item. So I noticed she started to insult any creative job or platform or anything that was going to make me successful with just me using my core. She had an issue with. But whenever I went and got like a regular 9 to 5, she was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. But she was never proud of me when I was, being my true self and making it. Then when she started to see like my finances change, I started traveling, my life, the quality of my life got better. Like so many insults. One time we were out having dinner, and I was going to go pay the bill, and she says, oh, I didn't know you had a bank account. And I was just looking at her like, excuse you? In 2020, I cut all my hair off. I dyed it blue. And she was just like, what makes you do that? Like, why do you wear makeup? Like, why do you do this? Why do you do that? But yeah, be careful with these individuals. They hate that you have your own identity.